Welcome to some Chalk Talk with the Coach Giambrone, that's me. Right now, I just want to break down some of the matchups this week and let you know what's going on in the MFL. This is where I do my studies and my research, and I'm using new technology. I scrapped the chalk, and I got these new technology type pens. I can put them on here, and just with that eraser, I just erase it all up. It's incredible cutting edge stuff. So right now, let's talk about the MFL. Obviously, JL Showtime's running it like he always does. JL Showtime, he's just a machine. Just projected points are out of the roof onto another county when it comes to what he's doing. He lives in King County, but guess what? It ain't Kings County, it's Showtime's county. And he's got a tough matchup this week, though. Idiots Revenge. He's coming off the couch playing some good football, fantasy football, that is, this year. So Idiots, he's dialed in. He's just like, okay, this is my opportunity. I'm going to face Showtime. And then he looks at the projected points. And he pretty much says, like, who's my matchup in week 11? Because it ain't going to go good in week 10 for the Idiots Revenge. And then obviously you got that mega matchup between the Murrays, King Fantasy, and Team RPM. Obviously King Fantasy's putting together a team, surviving all kinds of different obstacles, whereas RPM's just kind of floating by. It's like, okay, my quarterback's got an injured finger. What do? I just throw in some guys and pick up some wins. He's 3-6, but you know he's going to beat King this weekend. You know he's going to destroy King Fantasy just because that's what happens when your middle finger gets hurt and then you get a job again and get it out there. You got to face Aaron Rodgers like, oh, Aaron, he's probably facing Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is going to get out there with effing. And he's like, I'm immunized. He's like, I don't even know. I don't even care. I got the corona, but I got immunized. So what's gonna happen with Effin? Effin's playing force play. Chappie 74 is putting together. He's like, I'm gonna take a couple years off for the MFL and come back. I'm gonna kick your butt. So right now, Chappie's just running it, playing good. Where Effin right now, he's holding that last spot in the playoffs. I don't even know if Spinal Tappers knows that even though you're the sixth in standings, you're not even in the playoffs. You're like number 8 because of that new rule from the commish. After that, he's still got that point shot. He's still in that 6th spot because of what he did with his King Henry. But now Henry's gone, and F and Eddie's reeling, so he's just going to tumble while Chappie is just cutting right through. If this is Chappie's team, he'd take the ball, he's just handing the ball off. This is what Effin used to do. He's like, get on Henry. And then Henry would be like, I'm an X. I'm King Henry. I'm just going to run over your team. Not anymore. Chappie 74 is like, I'm the big O. Put all your little X's inside my belly. Okay, right now, Chappie 74 is going to whoop up on some F and Eddie. That's just how I break it down. That's how I'm going to break it down. You got Mile High Star facing Hall of Famers. That's a good old classic relationship between two previous MFL champions, going all the way back to like Madsen Junior High. Who's gonna win? Who cares? They're both the bottom of the standings. But Hall of Famers, at least he's scrappy, putting it together, trying to do as best he can. He's got players. He's got players walking off the field saying, I'm not going to play. So what does Hall of Famers do? He puts together a lineup and he tries to win. Okay? So, what else you got? You got the BRC and Spinal Tappers. You got Spinal Tappers. You know Spinal Tappers and I don't get really along. Spinal Tappers out there. Oh, he's like, I got no CMC, so don't mind me. Well, CMC's back. What'd you do last week, huh? You fell flat on your face to King Fantasy. Spinal Tappers, you wanted the playoffs. You want to get inside the dance. You better step it up. And you better beat the BRC, because the BRC's taking the year off this year. You didn't know? Other than that, you got Jackpot. This guy right here in that colorful shirt with that last place trophy once upon a time, but he's still jackpot. He still puts it together. And then you got Westsiders, I don't know. All he needs is a couple back-to-back weeks where he scores over 200 points, and he'll be back in the playoff standings despite his record. He's got one win. But all he needs is a win where he scores like 300 points, and he'll get in. So give Westsiders a chance. Otherwise, Jackpot is going to run right up. Jackpot's a contender for the championship. You know Showtime, as much as he thinks he dominates, he fears people like Jackpot. I talked to Showtime a couple weeks ago, and sometimes, at least once a week, he wakes up in the middle of the night thinking about Jackpot. Because Jackpot he's the future. He's a guy that can win in this league. Well, I mean, typically, Showtime wins, but everybody else has, they're fighting for different trophies. The commission puts together all these different awards, participation trophies for this and that and this and that. Jackpot wins points, but guess who wins titles at the end? It's Showtime. So, I mean, we can just pretty much X this whole out and just call it the Showtime. That's my analysis.